You didn't have to come so early.
I know, but Carl had a few ideas about how we could set everything up. If I didn't do it right, you know that Glenn would never let me hear the end of it, so...
Carlo's back, huh?
Hey, Hunter! Hey. Follow my finger.
Is it gonna be alright?
Yeah, I think he just has a bump on the head. I don't think there's a concussion or anything. I'm gonna get you some water, okay? What happened?
I was hoping you could tell me that. I'm Hunter.
Rhys.
Nice to meet you, Rhys. Now what are you doing in my bar?
God, you're hot.
Oh, put a pin on that and come back to it when you're old enough to vote.
Hunter, can you come here for a second?
Don't you go anywhere, and don't think I'm not checking your pockets.
So it looks like our little friend was looking for more than just a place to hang his hat. I found this on the floor, and the register was open.
I can explain.
Spill!
So I broke in last night to have a place to crash. And there were two guys robbing the register. And I think I scared them off, but I also think they hit me in the head because the next thing I remember is looking up into your killer eyes. Hey. Also, you don't happen to have any food, do ya? I'm starving.
Just how you like them, Hunter. Hungry.
You think he's 18? He certainly looks like he's 18.
He's not 18, and you and I are gonna have words about why there was money in the register last night after you locked up.
Whatever.
The back door was broken and there was glass all over the place.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah, well, it is what it is. Now it's time for you to go.
Hunter,
What? He broke into my bar. He doesn't have to stay here.
he's a scared kid.
He's a con artist in diapers.
He's in diapers? No, thank you. We tried that out last year. Not for us.
Not now, Dennis. He needs to go.
Guys, I'm right here.
He's not going anywhere until he speaks to the police because he's the only one who saw who robbed you.
The police?
Yeah, when you went out to check on the back door, I called Ernie.
Oh, and he came a-running, huh?
Yeah, are you jealous?
Do you mind if I use the bathroom before we start this?
It's good to see you again.
You too.
You know you didn't have to make up a story about a robbery just to give me a call. Right?
No, that...
I'm just kidding. It's fine. Don't worry, I'm happy to come out and help. To tell you the truth, I needed to get out of my apartment anyway. I spent too much time sitting in front of a jigsaw puzzle.
The puzzles? I didn't know that.
Well, why do you think I'm so drawn to you?
Hello! Hi, I just wanted to let you know about two men who saved a young man's life today. Yeah, I just thought it would make the most lovely story for your paper. Thank you. No. Thank you.
It had to be early, around dawn. The sun always wakes me up because I don't have a roof, so yeah, it was dawn. That's when they found me. They chased me, threatening to kill me because I was gay. I ran as fast as I could, but it wasn't fast enough to shake them. Finally, sweat pouring off me, my body heaving for breath, I saw this place. I ran inside.
Hold up. You say it was dawn, but this place was unlocked?
That's probably on me. Looks like I forgot to lock up last night.
I thought the point of entry was the broken back door.
Let's just let that go for now.
Anyway, where was I?
You get hot, kid! We saw yous come in here.
Use? He said that?
It was a colloquialism.
Yeah, that's meant to be a colloquial pluralization of the singular you, so I'm not sure that's right.
What he said, alright?
Your mama's gonna wish she never slid her panties off for your pop to slide himself between her nethers when we're through with you, homo! We gonna gut you, little piggy.
Good lord, who are these people? The real hillbillies of Brooklyn?
Don't be so snarky.
And that's when they burst in. My hero.
Halt! You miserable miscreants!
Hunter can't even spell most of those words.
Look at that, Hunter. They have nothing to say. Just like they have nothing in their heads if they think they're going to get away with hurting that young fella.
You're right, old chum. Folks of this sort aren't known for thinking their dastardly plans out.
We don't want no trouble. We just want to hurt this little homo and we'll be on our way.
Yeah, well, not on our watch you're not.
You better not get in our way.
Now that's the appropriate point of the story.
Enough with the backseat storytelling already!
We will always get in the way of those who seek to harm the innocent just because of who they love.
That's some story.
It's exactly how I remember it.
And you two, is that what happened?
Excuse us for 1 second. What do you think you're doing?
I'm telling the story about how you guys saved my life.
And that's not what happened over there, because near as I can tell, your life was never in any danger.
Yeah, but the reporter doesn't know that. All she knows about is some homeless guy who was saved by a heroic bar owner and his boyfriend.
Husband.
Anyway, think about the good publicity this will be on both of you. Money Shots, the bar of heroes.
Yes, that's exactly what happened.
Exactly as you said it, odd vernacular and all.
Sure, whatever. A good story is a good story.
I can't believe that you're a television star and I'm not.
Veronica, it's so nice of you to come and visit us on set.
Well, thank you, Casimir. It was very nice of you to invite me, unlike Polly here, who wouldn't invite me.
Well, Veronica, when I'm at work, I prefer to work.
Instead of lending me a part in your television series like a true friend.
She did ask, Veronica. I heard her.
It's just as well. I wouldn't want to be a part of a series that so clearly humiliates women.
And what's that supposed to mean?
Just look at how you have our dear Polly dressed. What kind of message is that sending?
I realize it's a bit risque.
That's hardly the issue. Just think of the message you're sending about the lack of sanitary precautions among medical professionals, having her show so much skin.
I see what you mean. Maybe we can do something about that. I gotta say, it's refreshing to see you're not one of those prudes who's afraid of a strong woman exerting her sexuality.
Afraid of it, darling. I invented it.
I have a few thoughts I'd like your opinion on.
It was nice of me to invite your friend to come see you work, no?
No, it wasn't.
In case that could have gone better, but next time, okay.
So, tell me about what you saw.
Sure. By the way, crazy thing happened. I accidentally took this out of your pocket earlier. No clue how. Hope you have unlimited minutes, by the way.
Penny for your thoughts.
You can keep your money.
You have something very special with Anthony. Don't throw it away.
I don't want to talk about it. Not after what he did.
Do you really think he called the health inspector on you? Anthony? Hunter, come on. My mother once said, a man who denies the truth denies himself.
What did she mean by that?
The Lord only knows, Dennis. My mother was a habitual liar, and that, in the end, is what killed her.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know your mom was dead.
I was a child, and it was her own fault. She insisted she was sober.
Drinking and driving? It's rough.
My mother was an acrobat in the circus. She always performed without a net, and in the night in question, she went flying through the air, and upon seeing double, reached out for the wrong partner and splat.
Jesus.
I tell that story because it's a lot more heroic than the truth. So, I guess we all need to deny a little bit about ourselves, Hunter. Excuse me.
Hunter, look, I think it's great we do all these weird, odd events, don't get me wrong.
But?
What if you... why don't I come up with an event too? This is our bar, you know.
Hey, Ansel. About time you got here.
Hey, Hunter.
Hey, I know, Dennis. Just worry about serving the customers for now. Let me worry about it. Oh, and make sure we have everything ready for Polly's premiere party next week, yeah?
You were right. He doesn't want our ideas.
Well, I heard on the news today that there's going to be a hurricane this season. Can you believe that after all we've been through in this city?
You know, Carla doesn't think this looks right.
Oh. Well, how sweet of her to offer her help. And how sweet of you, Anthony, to offer your help to this young man. He sure smells like he could use all the help he can get.
Glenn!
What? This was supposed to be my night. Our night. And now a perfectly good reporter is spinning some poppycock of a tale with that young man over there when she could be writing an article about me. Us, in the book we've written, the book you helped me with.
I don't even know what to say.
Well, since you and Carla seem to have everything under control, I'll let you finish it. I'm gonna go check with Dennis and Chaz.
I have had the worst day.
Tell me about it.
Why don't we talk about it later?
There is a heart in here, Doctor. A human heart. It may not be as exotic as the hearts you tend to every day, but it is a heart all the same. And it needs to know why you refuse to listen to your own.
Oh, no. You'll never understand.
Cut! Where is that stupid girl?
So, Polly, now that we have a moment of peace, I was wondering if you would like to get dinner with me sometime. I'd really like to talk to you about all the stuff that happened between us.
Cass, no, I'm gonna stop you there. So, I just need you to understand that I will work with you and I will defend the work that you do to anyone who may criticize it. But there is not now, nor is there ever going to be anything between us in the future, okay? Ever.
I made a mistake, and you must see that I had my reasons.
Mistake. Yeah, you made a mistake. I see. You guys, did you hear that? Casimir made a mistake. Aw. We should just forgive him, right? We'll just forgive him for what he did. Yeah, we'll forgive him for making me think that he liked me and for proposing to me and for, I don't know, making me think that he actually loved me. And then at the wedding, instead of coming to the wedding, he was too busy being in jail for soliciting a male prostitute. Oh, but it was a mistake, huh? Oh, poor Casimir, I'm so sorry. I guess we should just forgive you because it's not your fault, right? It's not your fault.
Come, my dear. Let's give our diva some space. Polly, focus.
I can't find her anywhere.
Is someone missing?
The girl who's supposed to play our demon sorceress suffering from an allergy to sulfur is missing. What's going on here?
Oh, well, they're just getting into character, I imagine, for the big scene where Dr. Strode betrays Nurse White.
Whatever. I don't have time for this. We have a schedule to keep. The show premieres next week.
Alma, dear, I may be able to help you. I myself am a distinguished actress. Hey, tell her, Polly.
She is.
Your cop friend says he's done with Rhys. Can we get rid of him now?
We probably should. Glenn is furious that he's being upstaged on his big day.
Oh yeah, I can't see how anybody would be angry with you or anything.
What's that supposed to mean?
Nothing. Never mind. Let's just go kick him out.
And we left out the best part. These two, they are just heroes. They've agreed to let me live with them until I get back on my feet.
Ungodly reason and then a 4-hour drive.
What was it about? It's all on
Just having a tough day.
It all.
And they told me
Ooh, hey! Would you like a copy of my book?
Oh, I don't read biographies.
You don't look like you read much of anything.
Call me when you write a piece of World War II fiction. It shouldn't be that hard. You were there, right?
No, you cannot call Mommy Dearest a Joan Crawford film when Crawford wasn't even in it.
It is what it is in my view.
But to call it your favorite Crawford film? Come on, what about Baby Jane?
What is that? I haven't seen that.
That poor man, so pathetic. I wonder if he realizes how lonely he is.
Are you talking about Father Angie? He's not lonely. He's got all of us.
Which is why he's practically fawning over my brother's temporary boyfriend.
Ooh, honey, I don't think they're actually dating.
Not like they'd last long if they did, knowing Anthony.
This is Horatio all over again. You let him into our lives, and I'm the one who's going to have to pay for it.
There's a lot to unpack there for another time, but it's we. We have to pay for it, okay? And it's not Horatio. Look at him. He actually needs us.
But he made sure that we have to help him now.
Look, Glenn is glaring at me. I need to go apologize, okay?
Whoa, we gotta solve one problem at a time, and mine's first.
I don't understand why you guys are selling the book tonight. I mean, who reads these days?
Exactly.
Are you at least gonna have hot guys in their underwear selling them?
Now that would have been a great idea.
Chaz, hey! Can I help you with something? Okay, sure. Go ahead, take it. Yeah, be my guest. Would you like me to autograph it for you?
You can't force us to let you move in.
You're kicking me out? After saving my life? That's not gonna read well in the press. 'Cause you know, publicity really is a double-edged sword.
And the cameraman was practically in tears when I told you that I was allergic to sulfur.
It's tragic. It's really tragic, that story.
Polly, your performance was adequate today. What's wrong?
You know, I know that I should be on top of the world, but it's kind of hard with my mushy sauerkraut co-star and my, oh my God, my self-righteous sister.
How is your sister these days? Is she still blabbering out sermons?
Yes, I was just talking to one of those people at the bar. I can never keep any of their names straight. But, Evelina, are you listening to me? Oh, I believe the Lord has not seen you for the past month of Sundays.
I've been busy. If the Lord wants to see me, he can call me on the phone just like anyone else.
The pain a father goes through when his daughter leaves the flock. Oh, Evelina, I've tried to bite my tongue about your life choices, but oh, I really wish you would leave this hedonistic lifestyle and return to the faith with me. In fact, I believe that is why the Lord has sent me to you, Evelina. I believe that's why he has taken my boys, so I could lead you to the light.
Do you believe God killed your children so I would go back to church?
The Lord works in mysterious ways.
Something is very odd about her, Polly, and I don't mean her poorly done rhinoplasty.
Piper's never had plastic surgery.
Oh, bless your heart.
What is he doing here?
Polly, where are you going? We were discussing your sister's odd behavior surrounding the death of her family in a fiery inferno.
Hey, I'm Gerard.
What do you do for a living?
I'm an accountant.
Bored now. Good night.
What are you doing?
I'm drinking.
Oh, this? Is this yours? Come with me. Come on. In the bathroom. Come on.
I just don't like being used.
Look, he can stay with me and Anglicus until we find him a shelter. Just let me help you.
Oh, sure, you want to help him now, but when you wake up in the morning, you're going to have your panties in a bunch, and then you're going to call the health department. Again.
Again.
Not now, Leandro.
Hey, isn't that the guy from Barry's Ball Bag?
Oh!
Hunter! Hey, I have the papers. Shall we
Don't say a word. Come with me.
seemed fishy, don't you think? And what was that bit about the health inspector?
I don't know.
No, you don't. You know so much, and you know nothing. Maybe it's just easier not to think about it ever.
I miss the days when you just told me to kill myself.
Oh, those were happier times.
So I've been trying to figure out how best to live off the money I received from being wrongfully imprisoned by the city last year.
There are a number of ways that could probably help you live off your assets so that you have enough to live off the interest.
Oh, I feel like Emma Woodhouse.
Oh, I love that book. I used to read it to my sister all the time when I was babysitting.
Me too! Well, to Anthony, but I would always make sure that he knew that I was Emma and he was Jane Fairfax.
Yeah, it makes sense that the two of you would identify with Austen's most selfish protagonist.
I am not selfish. I'm the kindest person that any of them knows. And I'm going to prove it. And that's how.
I have tried to bury the bridge with you. Last week, you were sad because you said you didn't have any friends on set. So I brought your friend Veronica on set, and I thought you would appreciate this. But apparently you won't let any water go underneath the hatchet.
Okay, enough with the mixed metaphors, Cass. Look, I need you to understand something, okay? I need you not to come here, okay? Oh, God, I have so much that I need to say to you, but I can't right now. It all just boils down to the fact that you can't come here. It's not fair for me.
My father died when I was a little boy.
That sucks.
And I was raised by my mother.
Yeah, this is not a history lesson, and I don't want to hear about these things. It's about my boundaries.
We were very close until I told her that I was gay. And then she put me into one of those, what do you call them, rehabilitation centers with nuns who were not so kind as my mother.
I don't believe you. I don't. No, I need you to just leave, and I need you to stop coming back here because things are finally on the up and up for me. Please just leave me alone and just stop coming here.
Perhaps you're right, perhaps I'm lying, but I know I made a mistake and I'm sorry. But that does not give you the right to tell me how to live my life. If I want to be in this bar, then I will.
I mean, yeah.
I can't recommend it highly enough.
It's pretty good. I'm gonna do.
You should go now, officer. I'm trying to fix our fallen friar up here with a new flame to fixate on because I'm not selfish.
I really don't think that you should be kicking me out of this conversation.
Why don't you go stare at my brother so he can continue to look right through you?
Veronica, that was very mean. You shouldn't have done that. Why did you do that?
Anglicus, this is Gerard. He's the world's most interesting accountant, if there is such a thing.
Hi.
Veronica, I already know him.
Yeah, but I'd like to get to know you better. Or at least I could polish your crucifix again.
You've already fornicated? Oh, that changes everything!
Hi, I'm Rhys.
I'm not interested in humanizing a stray.
Look, I was just looking to keep you company while Hunter's away. You're Hunter's man, right?
When he remembers.
Yeah, that's what I thought, but between you and me, I'm getting some major vibes between him and Anthony.
Well, there's nothing there, okay? So why don't you just go away? Shoot.
It's gonna be okay, dude.
Oh, you know, buzz off. I've got reading to do.
Are you reading a book? Get back to work.
Sorry, I should have realized you wanted some discretion.
Yeah.
Oh, here's what you asked for. Now, all you and Anthony have to do is sign, and it's over.
It's over.
Well, not yet. You still have to sign, but then you're free.
Yeah. Free.
This is Polly's ex.
Yes, I know this is Polly's ex, but he's a homosexual. Surely you can sense the heat between the two of you. Casimir, say something.
I'm sorry, Veronica, but I dislike this sort of, how you say, pushover type of man. No offense, Father, but you don't seem to be the type to pilot the ship, no?
I'm very good at piloting, thank you very much.
Oh, well, wonderful.
Any good?
Real page turner.
I'll take your word for it. I hate reading.
Me too.
Really? Could have fooled me.
From what I hear, most men can.
Wow, you look like we both could use a drink.
Honey, I have bras older than you.
I'm sorry, I don't understand what's going on here. Do you have something to add to the story I'm writing?
This is a woman, Veronica.
I know! Strap her bosom down, give her a buzz cut, and she'll be just as good as a man.
I'm actually a lesbian.
A lesbian? Ooh, I should fix you up with Polly. I'm just oozing selflessness.
Is this woman sane?
Oh, she has a certificate signed at home on her wall.
So, I mean, I just... Chapter 38. He was a portly baker. Swishy, the kind of man whose mouth is full of purses, threatening to fall out should his lips part. He would stare at me and cross the room and felt his eyes yearning for the pastry in my panties.
I can't believe we didn't edit that better.
Oh yeah, but you were on a deadline, sweetie.
You have no right to take my life and turn it into this trash, as if I'd be interested in you.
This isn't you. This is a Scandinavian baker that Glenn met when he was living in the Faroe Islands one summer.
And it just so happens that the spineless, selfish, narcissistic baker loses his boyfriend to Glenn in the end.
Hurt is a reflection of life. Don't blame me if you don't like what you see in it.
Whatever. I don't care what you think about me.
Kinda seems like you do.
Going somewhere?
Thought I was, once upon a time. And now that story's over.
So? Gotta write another chapter.
I wish I could react to things the way you do.
It's working out pretty well for me. I mean, last night I was sleeping on the street, and tonight I got me a bed.
Couch.
Whatever. The point is that you gotta take what you get and reshape opportunities as they come to you.
It's not so easy when you're older.
I don't see why it can't be.
Because once upon a time, you put a ring on the finger of the most handsome, smartest, most neurotic man you've ever met, and you think, what could go wrong? Because you love each other so much. And then things change. Maybe he changes, maybe you change. But before you know it, these fantasies you've created have given way to realities and responsibilities that you just buckle under the pressure of. Time just doesn't let things stay the same.
You could use a blowjob. Always makes me feel better.
I already had 2, plus Yonder was 3.
Well, I'm out of ideas then. Coming inside?
You are like a disease that just won't go away.
I think you need to back off, buddy, before I say something that I will not regret.
Another night to the rescue, huh? Just face it, Flatfoot. He's more interested in the people he makes up in his mind than he is in you.
Oh, Drake, right? Drake, your name's Drake.
I'm sorry, who are you?
Apollina, remember? We met for Halloween. We talked all night.
Well, I remember Anglicus talking, and then I remember a really annoying buzzing in my ear and wishing that it would stop. But I don't remember you.
Well, you don't need to be so rude about it.
Excuse me. Drake! Do you think you can publish this pack of lies about my mother and there won't be consequences?
Sir, I'm gonna need you to calm down.
Wow, you read my book. I'm so happy.
Cover to cover. You disgust me.
Sir, calm down.
Me? He's the one profiting off telling lies about a good woman. And you helped him write this shit.
Are you okay, Anthony?
Drake, what are you doing here?
Justice.
I thought you would understand me after this.
You're bonkers. You know that? But at least you have an excuse. You just write lies for money. You're no better than a whore.
He's actually a little bit bonkers as well.
What's going on here? Sir, I'm gonna need you to come with me. I'm placing you under arrest for assault.
Ernie, no. Don't. Please, it's okay. Anglicus, just go and check on him.
Anthony, are you okay?
So, tell me about this book. It must be pretty damn good to incite violence.
Oh, yes, girl. You guys seem like you have a lot of problems. I'm good at figuring out problems.
Lucky us.
Wow. No wonder we make more money than you guys.
He lies and gets away with it. And another thing.
Shh. What are you on?
Nothing. Righteous indignation! Okay, and maybe a few pills.
What were you even doing there tonight?
Someone called me and told me what Glenn was doing, and I couldn't just sit back and let that go, alright? Not after reading that book.
Drake.
You can come out now.
Oh, you can take a punch. How do you like it?
What?
I'm building you a gateway, a window into the heavens.
That is the upstairs neighbors putting in carpeting at 10 o'clock at night. I would have appreciated a lot if you didn't just watch me from afar tonight, Carla. You know, how about telling me that Glenn's son was coming, huh?
Oh, you can't just pick when you want me. I'm not at your beck and call. And besides, I didn't want to spoil your little scheme.
Hello?
Is Drake there?
Speaking.
I'm calling to tell you about an event your father is hosting tonight. I thought you might like to know about it. I mean, it really was Glenn's night. I didn't want to take it from him, so I called Drake. I figured he would cause some sort of scene, and then the reporter would be interested, and she was, so...
My clever little fool.
Well, you are my manipulative role model, so...
Didn't it feel good to be helping people again?
It did, yeah.
You could do it more often, you know.
I'm not ready to get back into medicine.
Oh, no, I'm not talking about medicine.
Well, I am not ready to help Phil either.
Oh, I am not talking about Phil.
Come in.
Hey, Anthony, I just... Oh. Well, I like walking in on this.
Ooh, he's pervy. I like him.
I just wanted to let you know that we bedded your guest down for the night. Angie and I made him a spot on the couch.
Thank you.
Now, allow me to reiterate what a terrible idea I think this is. You don't know anything about him, and something about his story is not adding up to me.
He's harmless enough, I'm sure.
Right.
Right.
Anthony, why don't we start by helping him out? He looks like he could use a little relief. And besides, that would help you as well. You know you wouldn't say no to him.
Yeah, we're just friends.
Yeah. I know. Well, good night.
Ernie, is there anything you can do about this noise?
I can go up there and shoot him. Claim it was a drug bust.
What? It's just a book. I'm out of papers. I need to improvise.
You just don't want to be with me anymore. That's just becoming increasingly obvious.
Come on. You know that's not true. I care about you. Anthony got punched in the face. What was I supposed to do?
Of course, Anthony gets punched in the face, and you have to help Anthony. You don't see that Anthony is the one that's causing all of his problems. You know, if he hadn't written that book,
I know. But look, the lawyer came by. I have the divorce papers. I'm going to give them to him.
I will believe it when I see it, okay? So.
What are you doing here?
Oh my God, Piper is just reciting her favorite psalms right outside my bedroom door. She just keeps going over it. I had to leave through the fire escape.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm really confused about Casimir.
Well, tell me all about it.
Okay, Mama Bear.
Oh man, Chaz twisted my nipple because I ruined his book. I didn't even know he could read.
Children!
That's right, Mama Bear.
I can't believe I forgot my purse here last night. They're closed.
Excuse me, ma'am.
I told you they're closed. And no, I didn't ask for a key. I took it, because that's what you do. And lastly, ma'am, please.
Excuse me. I know it's early, and I was told I could find a woman named Apollina here. She's not at home, and I understand she frequents this establishment.
Leave it to Polly to tell everyone she frequents a gay bar. She probably thinks it's fashionable or something. And who are you?
I'm Elias, ma'am. Papa's husband.